Welcome back, internet friends. My name's Lindsay, and today I'm ditching some books. Want to join me? Let's go. This is my very first book unhaul. So today I'm getting rid of a bunch of books off my shelves that I am being brutally honest with myself that I am never going to get to and I'm never going to read because, let's face it, I lost interest and there's bigger, better things out there. So, I have 26 books to unhaul today for my very first unhaul. Woo. Okay, I'll stop saying that. So let's get into it. All the books that I'm not going to read that I spent money on. First things up, Man-Seeking Woman by, my phone. Man-Seeking Woman by Simone Rich. It's a TV show. Never going to read it. Supposed to be funny. Never going to read it. Okay, thanks. Snow Like Ashes by Sarah Rush. Oh my God, I am so sorry, but you can see it here. Snow Like Ashes, it's a fantasy story where there's different worlds and one of them's a snowy world, I think, and they all fight each other. Who knows? I don't know what I'm talking about, and that's why I'm getting rid of this. Next up that I'm getting rid of, Putting Makeup on Fat Boys, or Putting Makeup on the Fat Boy by Bill Wright. I thought this would be kind of cute, funny. It's supposed to be high school, but then I researched it and people didn't like it, and now I'm not interested. Sorry I'm rambling so much. Still out of breath. So, just doesn't interest me anymore. High school drama kind of story, not my thing, I've learned. Fun fact, Lindsay graduated high school early. She took summer school to graduate early just to leave high school because that's how much I hated it. Not a good time for me. All right, next book I'm ditching is The Geek's Guide to Unrequited Love by... I don't know. I should just stop trying to say authors' names. So, The Geek's Guide to Unrequited Love. There you go. Anyways, it sounded interesting, but it's, the comic book scene where they go and cosplay, and I've read too many books like that, and I think this will just be another one. Didn't have very good ratings, so I'm getting rid of it. The next book I'm ditching is the Spare and Found Parts by Sarah Marie Griffin. Spare and Found Parts. This I read in 2017, 2018, and it was not good. I expected it to be really awesome and fun. It's supposed to be like this girl building, I forgot. Oh, her heart is a machine and it keeps her alive. Her dad made it for her, invented it. And then, so she goes and makes a guy out of spare parts, and his head's a tea kettle or something. Anyways, not very good. Obviously, I don't remember it, so ditching it. The next book that I'm giving up is Strange Practice. I really was looking forward to this. It's the daughter of Van Helsing, and she is a doctor for the strange and peculiar monsters. So vampires, werewolves, ghosts, ghouls, all those fun things. But as you can see, I was reading it for a read-along, so I started tabbing it up. But I didn't really like it, and I stopped. And I'm going to have to I wrote in it. So I'm going to have to erase all my annotations, pull out all my stickies, and then donate this. Another book I bought and wasted money on because of good old Booktube. I think when everyone finds Booktube for the first time, they just all of a sudden start buying all of the books that everybody talks about or mentions just for a slight second. I might have been guilty of that, but that's okay. Anyways, one of those books that I bought just because I wanted to buy a book and I thought it would be, I don't know, it sounded good, but now it's not a very good high-rated book and I've lost interest and there's many more to come. I'm going to stop saying that because it's probably the common theme for a lot of these books. So The Cage, didn't really feel it. Out of here. Another book I bought off of Book Outlet just because it was so cheap is The Course of Love. It's about this, relationships, marriage, and this, I think you follow a couple's relationship and then you're supposed to learn from them. I personally just couldn't get into it. I don't really care. Well, I do care about my relationship. I just don't care about their relationship. And every relationship is so unique and different that I can relate to some of the things, but not enough to care. So next book I'm getting rid of. People might be surprised. I was actually surprised that I didn't care for this book as much as I thought I would, but it's The Truth Witch by Susan Dennard. I don't know. It's a good story, but what threw me off is just it's really, really long, and there's Blood Witch, Truth Witch, Seeing Witch, Wind Witch. There's all these. It's very something witch, so that's witch, and it got very repetitive. And I know that's a very petty thing to get, to unhaul a book over, but I don't like it, and I didn't continue on with the series because of it. So, getting rid of it. Next book I read and didn't care for was The Queen of Hearts by Colleen Oakes. This is Alice in Wonderland retelling. No. Sorry, this is the Queen of Hearts kind of origin story, I guess. I read it. It was okay. It was a meh. I don't really remember a lot, except there was these tunnels she was running through. I don't know. Not my favorite, so another one for the donation pile. The next book I did not read at all. It's The Life After Life by Kate Atkinson. This I picked up after I read the first 15 lives of Harry August, where he relives the same life over and over and over. It was pretty interesting. So I picked this one up thinking it would be kind of the same, where I think she lives in World War II over and over and over and over. So she keeps reliving the same life, or she just keeps getting reborn into the next generation. Can't remember. I marked it thinking I was going to be good and read it, but it's a hunker, and anyways. This one's a gem. So I'm finally getting rid of The Wicked Lovely by Melissa Marr. Getting rid of The Wicked Lovely. I think I bought this book in middle school or high school. Let's check the copyright, actually. That'd be fun. I think high school. Bought this book in high school. 2007. I haven't read it, and I'm never going to read it. And the series is 18 books long, and I probably wouldn't even like it anyways. Next book I'm getting rid of is Flawed. This was another Book Outlet purchase that was cheap, sounded interesting, and decided not to ever pick it up. This is about a society where if you're flawed or if you have any kind of flaw, you're you're illegal, and they come and hunt you down and take you away. Not interested anymore. Next book I'm getting rid of is a recent DNF from last month, and that's Sourdough by Robin Sloan. So Sourdough by Robin Sloan was interesting up until it got very boring, which was about 20 pages in. No, that's a lie. It was maybe, I don't know, maybe a third of the way in. And I was just over the story. I was over it. Didn't really intrigue me anymore why she was making this sourdough bread and these weird faces were popping up in it. And I don't know. Just not for me. So passing it along to the next reader. Next book is a Booktube purchase, and that is Bone Season by Samantha Shannon. So Bone Season, I heard off of, again, Reagan from Peruse Project's channel. This is supposed to be epic fantasy with witches, like Bone Witch. I don't know. I don't even know what this is about. Anyways, I don't know what it's about. I'm getting rid of it. I need some spells. I need some shelf space. Next book I picked up from Book Outlet. It was cheap. The premise sounded interesting, but after reading Ready Player One. For some reason, this book just turns me off, and it's called Want. Has nothing to do with Ready Player One, but it's futuristic. They're fighting the evil government, and that's the plot to a lot of books. But anyways, not interested in this. Haven't heard a good enough buzz about it, so goodbye. Next book, I have heard a lot of good buzz about it, but I'm just not going to pick it up because it's a long series and I'm already too far behind. So that is Falling Kingdoms by Morgan Rhodes. I heard it's really, really good. I have so much to read, and I'm not going to get sucked in to like this, what is this, 6-book series or something crazy. So I'm going to pass. Next book I'm ditching is The Sinner by Petra Hemisphere? I don't know. The Sinner. They made a TV show about it with Justin Timberlake's wife, and I can't think of her name right now. What is her name? Anyways, can't think of it. This book is about a woman who one day all of a sudden stabs somebody on the beach when she's having an outing with her husband and her kid, and no one knows really why she just all of a sudden stabbed this guy. If I ever want to find out why, I'll just watch the show. I don't want to, I'm over this book, so. Over it. Next, An Anonymous Girl by Greer Hendricks and Sarah Picani? I'm sorry. Whatever. An Anonymous Girl. Again, I started tabbing up this one. I was reading it for a book club. That never happened, but I really don't like it. It's about a makeup artist who, goes into this trial with this doctor, but she's faking being somebody else, and this trial's about testing your morals and stuff, and come to find out probably the doctor's not very moral or whatever, or values. I don't know. Anyways, I'm over it. One book that I never got into that it's just too late. The ship has sailed so long ago, and I thought I'd catch up, but I'm not going to. That's The Vampire Academy. This is very popular. There's a show about it. If I'm really interested, I'll watch the show, but I doubt it. Vampires are like, I don't know. Maybe they're coming back. I hope they're coming back, but I'm just like, if they come back, I'll read the new stuff. This one's just too old for me to catch up now. All right, next book, Magonia. This was a DNF recently, I think this year in June or July or something like that. It was terrible. I just could not get into the story. I could care less about why this chick couldn't breathe on Earth and why she has a bird in her chest. And it's super weird, and I don't like the magic, and there's bird people and bird fights, and also the main character is, I'm going on a tangent. Main character all of a sudden is amazing at fighting, even though she's been sick her whole life in a hospital bed and has no training whatsoever in combat, but all of a sudden, now that she can breathe, she's like a badass warrior. Makes sense. No, getting rid of it. This book just makes me laugh. And I'm a bit embarrassed because it's the host. Speaking of vampires, I bought this just because it was written by the same person who wrote the Twilight series, Stephanie Meyer. Maher. I don't know. What is her name? Stephanie Meyer. It's like a body snatcher book where aliens come in and body snatch people and all that good shit. But look how fucking thick this book is. There's no way I'm reading this. So yeah, someone else can enjoy this. Last 4 books, guys. Last 4 books. The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey. So I started reading this book, got really annoyed with the characters and their decisions, and it's big fat beefy bitch, so I'm gonna leave that over here. Next book, Red Sparrow by Jason Matthews. This was an impulse buy on Book Outlet. I knew there was a show or a movie coming out. And there's, she's like a Russian model spy kind of thing. There's espionage and I don't know, double agents and all this good shit. And I thought it'd be fun. I started it and I couldn't get into it, so getting rid of it. Second to last book I'm getting rid of is Flamecaster by Cinda Williams Chima? Yeah, Cinda Williams Chima. Anyways, another recommendation that I heard and I never picked up. Series is way too long and I have better things to read. Holy shit. Last book, guys. The Winner by Marie Ruthkowski. This is the third book in a series, and I had no idea it's the third book until I already bought it. I don't own the first two books in the series, so I don't need this book. All right, that was my unhaul, my very first Booktube unhaul. I feel very good. I got rid of 26 books off my shelf. I have more room to buy more books. And then I'm sorry if you want to have any of these books. I'm going to donate them or try to sell them to a used bookstore in my area. Hopefully I can get some money, credits, whatever, for some new books that I can show you guys. So tell me, yeah. Now I'm just rambling. I don't know what to say. Anyways, thank you so much for watching my very first book unhaul. There's definitely more to come. I have way too many books. Comment down below. Say hi to me. Tell me what's up. What's the last book you unhauled? Should I keep any of these books? Let me know. If I should give any of these a second chance, I'll definitely take it in consideration. So, say hi. Let me know. Till next time. Books!